Welcome to the Morningstar Series 3 Stock Picks. I'm Holly Black. With me in the studio is Cédric de Fonclare. He's the manager of the Jupiter European Special Situations Fund. And you're going to tell us 3 stocks that you're particularly excited about in the portfolio today.
Yes, I think I will try to avoid this high-quality growth, which are priced for perfection, and we benefited from holding them in the past. But right now, I think where is the biggest opportunity for us will be among, for instance, Nokia, which is a telecom equipment manufacturer, one of the world-leading telecom equipment manufacturer. And clearly, if you believe that big data, autonomous driving, artificial intelligence is going to go ahead, then really the quality of the network and be able to manage all this data is key for this application to work. And therefore, what you're starting to see is operators spending more money into the 5G technology, which support this kind of technology change. And we're going just through this inflection point with Nokia, which is recording more and more sign-off in terms of commercial deals. And that needs to fit through their P&L, but that's really become more and more obvious now. So that's a name which is cheap. That's a name which trades at significant discounts against another competitor, which is Ericsson. And by the way, it's also a name which benefits today from, to some extent, the trade tension between US and China. As you see, the Chinese operator stopped being able to invest in US, which is a big market, and other places in the world.
Fantastic. So what's the second stock in the portfolio that you really like?
Second one I would like to talk about is Applus, which is a Spanish quoted company. And what they do is testing and certification. That's pretty important now when you want to control the supply chain, which is getting more and more complex. When you're sourcing goods, will they comply with local regulations, etc.? So you can really see the value added in what they do. And regulation, in that example, is a beneficiary when there is more CO2 emission targets becoming laws, etc. They will be the one which will be testing cars, testing equipment to make sure that we comply with those rules. So you can see that business, independently of macroeconomic environment, doing reasonably well. And again, they've got a strong balance sheet. The growth of that business has been accelerating in recent quarters, and again, it trades at quite a significant discounts to its best known, competitors. And I think they will be able to catch up.
Is that an area where it's gaining market share? How does it fare compared to its rivals?
I think that generally the big guys are gaining market share. As obviously companies are looking for similar kind of services across different regions. So there is a gain between the big players, and in all their sort of niches, they tend to be number 1 or number 2. So that big one will gain most of that, I guess, yes.
Super. And what is stock number 3?
Stock number 3 is a German quoted company called Brenntag. It's very importantly what it does is doing chemical distribution. So really, when you need just-in-time delivery the next day, a small quantity of chemical, it's critical to your activity. You rely on them rather than the big players who BASF and others are very much into delivering very vast quantity of chemicals. So there's really a raison d'être for these kind of businesses, and scale really creates higher barriers to entry. This is a company which underperformed in terms of organic growth and margin versus its competitors. But now you've got a change of manager, and we're hoping that definitely it's not priced in, that, again, he will be able to, with time, improve the growth prospect of that business and really close the gap with closer competition. And with that will come, we think, very significant value creation.
Super. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us.